Hey guys, this is Nick from iSpot Tech, and today I just wanted to give you some first looks at iTunes Match from Apple. Now, if you don't know what iTunes Match is, it's a new subscription-based program from Apple, which is $24.99 a year, and it basically takes all the songs in your music library, matches them with iTunes Store, 256 kilobyte per second, DRM-free files, and stores them in the cloud so you can use them with all your iOS devices. Now this is a really cool program in theory and really does act the same when you get the program itself. Basically, it comes in three steps. The first step is the program searches all your files in your music library and kind of gets an idea for what you have in there. Secondly, it matches all the songs to the iTunes Store and replaces those maybe lower quality files with the higher 256 kilobyte per second files that the iTunes Store has standard. This is relatively pretty cool for people who have low quality songs or people who get their music in a variety of ways. It's going to cover you in every way, shape, and form. It's just going to replace those old ones, and it's relatively easy. Now the third step is basically it takes all the songs that were not found in the iTunes Store and it uploads them in the current format they're in. So if there was a song that was not found in iTunes, it won't be a big deal because it will just upload that one locally. So you're not going to have to worry about losing music just because the iTunes Store does not hold it. That worked for me personally because my brother's in a band and I have some of his music on my iTunes, but obviously they don't have a CD in iTunes Store, so I still can have that CD. It's just not going to be the 256 kilobytes per second, which is not a big deal for me. But basically, it's going to store them all right here. And that third step also does the album artwork, so that's just another part of the process. Now, the whole process took me about 45 minutes or so, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I didn't time it, but it was quite a long time. But when you're thinking about how many songs it's working with, in my case 5,000, it's not too bad. It couldn't find 900 out of my 5,000 songs. Those are estimates. That rounds to about 82 to 85%, which is a pretty good success rate in my opinion for what I was expecting. And the rest are just stored right here. As you can see, this file right here did not download, but I have purchased it in the past, so if I wanted to, I could just click that with no problem, and I could download that one in seconds. Now, if it doesn't find the video, which I'm not going to go through, but if it doesn't if it doesn't find the song rather, it's going to put a little cloud right here, and that'll just tell you that the song was not found in the iTunes Store, but you can still obviously listen to that on your iOS device. And this is all stored to your cloud, separate from your iCloud account. So standard, you get 5 gigabytes of iCloud storage. This will not play a part in that storage, so don't worry about having to purchase more storage in the iCloud. Now, one thing I was concerned about when I signed up for this program was adding more music later on. I wasn't sure how that would work, but Apple made it a seamless process and makes it really easy. So say, in my case, let me find a good song here, or a good band here. Whoa, now, stop now. Alright, this thing is lagging a little bit, but when it decides it wants to stop, we will look at a song. Oh wow, this is just going all over the place. Alright, well here you go. Love Part 2, a great CD from Angels and Airwaves. Say I didn't download this before, or I just added this to iTunes, you can right-click it, and usually right under place at the song name, it will have another option to add to iCloud. So if you wanted to add some songs, it'll either automatically update your songs, or you can do it manually by just holding them all down and then adding them to the iCloud. Obviously, it will not be there right now because these are already in my cloud. But that's a really cool feature that I was wondering how they were going to approach. But basically, guys, that's about it for my first impressions of iCloud. It did work pretty well for my expectations. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you've tried iCloud before, or iTunes Match before, let me know what you guys think about it. But for now, this has been Nick, and you guys take it easy.